Circulatory system. Every organism must exchange materials with its environment. This exchange ultimately occurs at the cellular level. Small, simple animals exchange materials directly with the environment via diffusion. For large, more complex animals, diffusion is not a sufficient method of exchange. These animals have a circulatory system. The flatworms pictured here exchange materials via diffusion. Circulatory system. There are two types of circulatory systems: open, where blood can leave the vessels, like in a grasshopper, and closed, where blood stays in the vessels, like in humans. Both open and closed circulatory systems have three components. 1. A muscular pump, or a heart. 2. Tubes, or blood vessels. And 3. Circulatory fluid, blood, or hemolymph. Blood vessels. There are three types of blood vessels in a closed circulatory system. Arteries carry blood away from the heart to the body. Veins return blood towards the heart from the body. Capillaries are microscopic blood vessels that carry blood between arteries and veins. The force with which blood pushes against the wall of an artery is known as blood pressure. Red blood cells pass single file through a capillary. This ensures that each red blood cell comes in close contact with the surrounding tissue to maximize the exchange of materials, which include oxygen, carbon dioxide, nutrients, and waste. Blood components. Blood consists of several kinds of cells and cell products suspended in a liquid matrix called plasma. Erythrocytes, or red blood cells, transport oxygen. Leukocytes, or white blood cells, are for defense and immunity. Platelets are involved in blood clotting. Lymphatic system. The functions of the lymphatic system are to collect the lymph, which is a clear fluid leaked out of blood vessels, and filter it to remove dead cells and microorganisms, which could be potential pathogens and can cause harm to the body. Also, the function of the lymphatic system is to return clean lymph to the circulatory system. Without this clean lymph being returned to the circulatory system, there would not be enough blood volume to keep the circulatory system sustained. The components of the lymphatic system include lymphatic vessels, lymph nodes, tonsils and adenoids, appendix, spleen, bone marrow, and the thymus gland. Lymphocytes are a type of white blood cell made in the bone marrow. These cells are used for body defense. They further develop in the bone marrow, which are known as B cells, or the thymus, which are known as T cells. Pictured here are the major structures of the lymphatic system. Digestive system. The functions of the digestive system are ingestion, the act of eating; digestion, the process of breaking food down into molecules small enough to absorb; absorption, the uptake of nutrients by body cells; and elimination, the passage of undigested material out of the digestive compartment. Alimentary canal. In the alimentary canal, food moves in one direction, and specialized regions of the tube carry out digestion and absorption in sequence. Food is pushed along the canal by peristalsis, rhythmic contractions of smooth muscles in the wall of the canal. In humans, the alimentary canal is divided into the following regions: the mouth, where food enters; the pharynx, the throat region; the esophagus channels food to the stomach. The stomach is the main organ of digestion, which is sac-like and filled with hydrochloric acid. The small intestine absorbs nutrients and water from food. The large intestine further absorbs water from food. And the anus is where undigested material is expelled. Pictured on the right are the major organs of the digestive system. Accessory glands. In addition to the alimentary canal, the digestive system contains accessory glands that secrete digestive juices through ducts. Accessory glands include the salivary glands that secrete amylase, an enzyme that breaks down starch. The pancreas secretes digestive enzymes into the small intestine to break down food. The liver produces bile that aids in the digestion of fats. And the gallbladder stores bile. Urinary system. The urinary system excretes urine and it regulates the amount of water and ions in body fluids. In humans, the main organs of the urinary system are the kidneys. The urinary system processes are summarized below. Filtration. Water, ions, and small molecules pass through the capillary wall and into the kidney. Reabsorption. Water and valuable solutes are returned to the blood from the filtrate. Secretion. Substances in the blood are transported into the filtrate. This eliminates certain drugs and other toxins. And excretion. The product of the first three processes is urine. This passes from the kidneys into the ureters, which lead to the urinary bladder. From the bladder, the urine passes to the outside via the urethra. Integumentary system. The integumentary system includes the skin, the outer epidermis and the underlying dermis, and hair, nails, claws, sweat glands, and oil glands, which act as a barrier between the body's internal and external environments. It helps maintain homeostasis by regulating the body's temperature and blocking out pathogens. This is the first line of the body's defense. Functions of the integumentary system include protection of internal body structures, body temperature regulation, sensation, vitamin D production, excretion of a limited amount of nitrogenous waste through sweat, and a reservoir for blood. As pictured on the right, sweating is important for body temperature regulation. Skeletal system. Functions of the skeletal system include support, locomotion when muscles pull on bones in the limbs, protection of organs, and storage of calcium and phosphate. There are three main types of skeletons. Hydrostatic skeletons, muscles that contract against a water-filled cavity. Exoskeletons, an external skeleton that an animal must shed as it grows, also known as molting. And endoskeletons, internal rigid and metabolically active structures such as bone. Muscular system. The muscular system is composed of skeletal, smooth, and cardiac muscle. Functions of the muscular system include body movement, maintaining posture, circulating blood, generating heat, and stabilizing joints. The contraction of muscles allows us to move.